The contract details for Brock Purdy's extension are officially out. Let's take a look at them and break them down. Here they are, courtesy of overthecap.com. What you need to know about this contract is it's essentially a 2-year deal with about $115 million guaranteed. I'll explain why. Officially, it's $100 million guaranteed, but it's really, for all intents and purposes, $115 million. So in year one, the base salary is $1.1 million, but he also gets a signing bonus of $40 million, which he probably already cashed. So that's $41 million he gets in 2025. In 2026, they could cut him before April 1, but all of his money that he's due in 2026 is guaranteed as well, which is more than $46 million. So if they were to cut him on March 30th, 2026, they still have to pay him all of 2026 money, and he would essentially get $100 million for 1 year on the team. So he's going to be on the team in 2026, one way or another. And when he's on the team on April 1st, 2026, an additional $15 million, which is part of his base salary for 2027, becomes fully guaranteed. So when he's on the team on April 1, that additional $15 million gets guaranteed. That's 2 years of work for $115 million in salary. Then when it gets interesting is April 1st, 2027. On that day, his base salary, which is more than $34 million, and a $20 million option bonus in addition, so almost $55 million, will become fully guaranteed for 2028. That's on April 1st, 2027. So that's why I say this deal is really a 2-year, $115 million deal. That's a whole lot of money. That's like almost $60 million a year for the first 2 years. It's a lot of cash up front. And good for Brock. They managed a way to make him feel whole after getting a bunch of nothing early in his career without hurting the salary cap structure. I mean, let's take another look. Even though they're giving him $115 million essentially for the first 2 years of work, cap number, $9 million 2025, only 2.7% of the cap. That's great. $24 million 2026, only 8.4% of the cap. That's great. As long as you're under 10%, you got a chance. And in 2027, if he's still on the team, his cap number will be $30.8 million with a 9.9% cap percent, a 9.9 cap percentage, which is right where you want to be. 10%, now you need a Hall of Famer to win a Super Bowl. So that's interesting. But again, there's no guarantee that he'll be on the team in 2027. Because if he's on the team, as I said, April 1st, 2027, they owe him $55 million in 2028. So they have to decide. He has 2 years to show that he's worth $55 million in cash in 2028. We'll see. If he wins the Super Bowl in the next 2 years, they'll keep him. If he misses the playoffs the next 2 years, I'm guessing they'll cut him. It's a very expensive 2-year audition. And to me, this makes a lot of sense. It seems like everyone on the team is sort of locked up for the next 2 years. Michael Williams notwithstanding. But is Saleh going to be here long term? He's year to year. He could be another team's head coach next year. John Lynch's contract expires after 2026. Kyle Shanahan's contract expires after 2027. And then most of these extensions, Trent Williams, 2027, Christian McCaffrey, 2027. This older core is going to be a little too old after 2026. So the next 2 years, that's the Niners Super Bowl window. And again, looking at the structure of it, Brock Purdy's deal really helps them maintain their Super Bowl window with a 2.7 cap percentage in 2025. That's like being on a rookie deal. I mean, he's going to be cheaper against the cap in 2025 than Caleb Williams will be. He might even be cheaper than Cam Ward. That's good news. And then in 2026, 8.4% isn't outrageous. Like Sam Darnold could be more expensive over the next 2 years against the cap than Brock Purdy. So that's all great. Structurally, Prize Picks will give you $50 when you play your first $5 lineup. Win or lose, you'll get $50 for playing. Use promo code Cohn, C-O-H-N, and download the app now. He maintains that advantage of being cheap and allowing the Niners to spend, which they didn't really do very much this year. But the interesting thing about this contract is the Niners have to make a huge freaking decision in less than 2 years. Keeping him on the team for beyond April 1st, 2027 is a huge decision. He has to prove that he's worth it. And if he plays like he did in 2024, he won't be. If he plays like he did in 2023, he will be. So I applaud the 49ers for not committing themselves to Brock Purdy long-term. I thought that he would essentially be guaranteed to be on the team through 2028. When you look at the contract, he's guaranteed to be on the team through 2026 and no more. And really, looking at it today, will they cut him before 2027, before April 1st, 2027? I think it could be 50-50. I'm not certain that he's going to show over the next 2 years that he's really worth a $55 million cash outlay in 2028, and that he'll prove that by the end of 2026. He's got a lot to prove, and that's the way it should be in professional sports. Give him a big payday that doesn't hurt the team, reward him for his work the last few years, but keep him hungry.